What's it like to date me? You ever had a migraine and an erection at the same time?
No, thank you.
I don't feel like I'm meant for anyone long term. I'm always the experiment to make them better for the next.
Just know your work is greatly.
What in the world is going on? Can y'all not see that maybe you are the issue? If you haven't had no relationship in 8 years, you don't feel like you're the problem. It's not the people that you're running into. It can't be everybody else's problem. How is everybody else messed up? It's everybody. What are you doing that's attracting the people that don't want anything long term? What are you doing? Are you not setting the boundaries? Are you not letting it be known what you want up front? How can you change your situation? You can't keep putting the blame on everybody else because then they're in control. Put the blame on yourself. Blame you. Blame you. Blame you. What it do, man? It's your boy 100 and we back in this. Hey, we back in this, man. And this video is titled The Wall is Undefeated, a modern woman versus the wall. From the Coffee Pod. Let's tap in.
This is just the first guy in a long time that I felt connected to. And because I liked him, it made it harder for me to put a boundary.
She wasn't doing that when she was 20. 21. She was busting it wide open. Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Shisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
The wall is undefeated.
What is the wall?
And to prove that to you, today I came with some proof. Without any further delay, let's get it.
This guy just canceled our date tonight because he'd rather hang out and get drunk with his friends in the club.
Welcome to the wall. Let it out. Let it out.
We've had these plans since Monday.
So I've been talking to this guy, and like we really like each other. Started making plans, him to come visit me to visit him. And I had to like just let him know I don't sleep with anyone I'm not exclusively with.
Red flag.
It's like a boundary for me. I told him I really like him and I want to continue talking to him, but that's not really on the table until I know where we're going. And he hasn't texted back. This is just the first guy in a long time that I felt connected to. And because I liked him, it made it harder for me to put a boundary.
She wasn't doing that when she was 20. 21. She was busting it wide open.
Honor what I need.
Dude.
But like, it's a lot of men out here, man, that ain't going for that. Like, if we talking, they want to be talking. They want to be intimate. They ain't trying to be like waiting no 3 months, no 6 months. Like, why am I waiting? What am I waiting for? You waiting because you feel like this could be real, but like if it was a random dude you just want to smash, you would just smash. But with me now, I gotta wait 90 days or 6 months. Or you feel me? She said they've been talking. He don't seem for real. I don't know. Let's continue.
Dude, I miss having a man so much right now. So every Thursday we have a taco truck that comes to our apartments and serves us Mexican food. And I took my dog on a walk and I was waiting and there was music playing really loud and I'm trying to get the guy's attention.
Single
I'm literally
mom,
there for like
child
5
in the
minutes
background.
just standing there waiting for him to see me. Then a couple walks up and they're standing there for maybe like 30 seconds to a minute. The guy's like, "Excuse me, miss." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, hi, sorry." And he's like, "Are you trying to order?" I was like, "Yeah, I can't seem to get his attention." He walks up to the taco truck guy and he's like, "Excuse me, boss. I think she's trying to order." And then I was like, "Thanks." And I was like, I miss having my own man to do that for me.
I know that it's going to be extremely difficult.
I'm not gonna put this on her. I'm not gonna say it's the reason why she ain't got no man. But I'm gonna say a lot of women just don't know how to cooperate with a man. Then after the man gone, now you miss having the man. Like you didn't cooperate with the one you had. Cooperate. You feel me? That's not being no maid. That's not being in servitude. Cooperate. Co-op. You feel me?
To find a husband for me, because I would prefer that my husband and I do not live in the same home.
What?
You have your place. I have my place. You have a key to my place. I have a key to your place. You can
This
come and go
coffee
as you
smells
please.
like shit.
But as far as us dwelling in the same place every single day, like I'm just not. That idea is not sexy to me. Like there's nothing appealing to me about that. Like maybe 3-4 days a week we spend with each other, whether he comes over to me or
Where
I
do
go
they
over to
find
him.
these chicks?
We spend the entire time together. But them other 3 days, like nah, like that's your personal time. That's my personal time.
What?
If I miss you in those 3 days, I pop up on you. If you miss me in those 3 days, pop up on me. But like I value that.
Well, you're gonna die
separation.
alone, lady.
And anytime I mention this to a man I'm dating, it's always cricket.
My profile's
I'ma say there's probably somebody out there for her, somebody that she can find that's on this same type of timing. I'm pretty sure she can find that man. There's a man out here that's on that. But it ain't the norm. It's not the norm. It's not the norm. Why y'all can't just have y'all own spaces in the home? Like y'all have a house together, but he got his own cave and you got your own spot, or he be in the basement, you be up top, like, or something. Cause a lot of men like being alone too. We like being alone, but not like by ourselves. Like Patrice said, I want to be alone, but I don't want to be by myself. I want to be here and doing my own thing, but I want to know that you somewhere around this mug. You know what I'm saying?
This message is for all of the married people out there who are thinking about getting separated or divorced because they think the grass is greener. Well, let me tell you something. As
It
a
ain't
single
green
person
out
on the
here.
other side of that grass, we don't want you over here. Fix your issues and stay in your relationship.
She's trying to help y'all out, man.
It ain't green out
Stay
here.
with your man. Don't leave.
Being older than 25 and looking younger than 25 is a flex.
You don't look 25.
Reeves cheat on me. I ain't leaving him.
God damn.
If he cheats on me, it's over. I don't care how good of a provider he is. We women need to stop settling for substandard men just because they pay the bills.
She got some
Or because
glasses
we've been made-
on. You hear me, boy? Boy, I couldn't even hear nothing, boy. She got some glasses, dog. And the mom was a little fogged up, boy. What was she saying? What was she saying, bro?
You don't look 25.
Reeves cheat on me. I ain't leaving him.
If he cheats on me,
She can see
it's
some
over.
things.
I don't care how good of a provider he is. We women need to stop settling for substandard men just because they pay the bills. Or because we've been made to feel like we can't do any better. There are
Lady,
plenty of
you're
fish
like
in the
50
sea,
years old.
and there's nothing wrong with being independent.
What's it like to date me? You ever had a migraine and an erection at the same time?
No, thank
I
you.
don't feel like I'm meant for anyone long term. I'm always the experiment to make them better for the next.
Just know your work is greatly.
What in the world is going on? Can y'all not see that maybe you are the issue? If you haven't had no relationship in 8 years, you don't feel like you're the problem. It's not the people that you're running into. It can't be everybody else's problem. How is everybody else messed up? It's everybody. What are you doing that's attracting the people that don't want anything long term? What are you doing? Are you not setting the boundaries? Are you not letting it be known what you want up front? How can you change your situation? You can't keep putting the blame on everybody else because then they're in control. Put the blame on yourself. Blame you. Blame you. Blame you.
We
I just want
appreciate
to
it.
go on record to say that I am no longer a part of the Miss Independent Don't Need a Man community.
It's too late.
I am embracing my femininity and allowing the space for my man to bring his masculinity because, child, I'm tired.
Yeah, no, actually, I have 4 kids.
Damn.
Gotta do it. There you go, guys.
We don't want that.
As you can see, the wall is still very much active, doing what it does best, bringing women back to reality, forcing accountability, causing women to take a good look in the mirror and be honest. Yeah, man. On a serious note, for a lot of women out here, it won't really hit them, right? The truth about them being on a biological clock won't really hit them until it's too late. Until they are past their prime. I mean, like way past the prime of any man that they will want seeing any true value in them. Why? Because they use the majority of their younger youthful years to party, to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
To
Tricking
let
off.
Chad and
Tricking
Tyrone
off.
bust those cheeks wide open. And then finally, like the lady we saw, now they're looking for the knight in shining armor to come and fix their problems. The women that are really hopeless,
It's late. It's getting
are
late
the
in their
older
club.
women who still talk like they're in their 20s, right? No hope. And I'm not gonna lie, shit's kind of amusing, right? To like watch women justify why they don't have a man, because their standards are too high, when we all know it's the wall and reality has settled in. Hey guys, I appreciate you for checking out this episode of the Coffee Pod.
Yeah, man, they be waiting too late to try to find somebody in their club, man. Like, find somebody in their club when you get in there early. Find somebody in their club. Once you start getting to the end, and pickings is slim. It's way less people in their club. They might be less desirable in their club. They starting to turn the lights on in the club. Should have got to somebody earlier, you know what I'm saying? But some people just feel like they got so many options out here, especially with social media. You see a new person every day and you feel like in your mind, you might can get with them or be with them. Like, that you start to look at your own situation different. Like, you got men, you probably done had men that wanted to settle down and wanted to marry you, wanted to date you seriously, but that ain't what you wanted. That ain't what you wanted. You feel like you had more options. Or you was with the man and the man wasn't everything you wanted him to be. Maybe he was 75% of what you wanted him to be, but that 25% was just like, no, I want the whole package. I want 100%, man. And you go out here looking for him and you never find him. And now you're 45. Like, I don't know. It depends on what your goals are. If you're not trying to have kids and all that, then you have more time because you're just looking for a mate. You can find a mate. But if you're trying to find a mate and have kids and have a family, you gotta be serious about that. You gotta date with intent, date with a plan. But yeah, man, let me know how you feel about this video in the comments, man. Do you feel like women are delusional, or do you think it's just too many options, or do you think social media has anything to do with this? Do you think men are to blame? I don't know, but it just seems like there's always like a realization. Like, you can just see it and just watch it. Like, I done seen it in women where I see, how they acted in high school, how they acted in college, how they acted in their early 20s, and I see how they act now, and it's like life kind of like humbled you a little bit. And it's not like I was rooting for it to happen. Like, I didn't care either way, but I just see how people's personality change and how their standards change and how they used to treat people. Like, when they had a lot of options, they might treat men really bad. And now that the options are dwindling, it's like they take what they can get. And it's like, man, why was you doing them people like that all this time? Why was you treating people like that all this time? You feel me? And yeah, there are some women, who were just, maybe socially awkward or just couldn't get going or maybe blossom later in life. So I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about the women that was out here in these streets and had the opportunity to find a man and just tricked it off. You gotta date with intent, be intent. Let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments below. As always, clothes for sale in the description. The gear I use to make these videos, link down in the description. All my socials in the description. Follow me on those things there. If you're still watching and you ain't subbed, you might as well sub. You don't watch the video this long, let me give you a second. Go on and sub right quick. Hold on. Good looking, you feel me? We're trying to hit 3K subs by June, man. So appreciate that and appreciate all the love. And I'll see y'all in the next one.